Within the fabric of so many cultures, the thread that ties us to our heritage, our roots, and to each other, our community, is music, something that has always been a pillar of Latin and Hispanic cultures. I'm Roxy Diaz, and this Latin American and Hispanic Heritage Month, we're featuring artists weaving their heritage into their artistry, including a Prince credited with bringing bachata to the mainstream, reimagining beloved classics with a twist, an eclectic group injecting an electric modern sound into tropical music, and a rising singer-songwriter blending contemporary with Mexicana traditions. This is The Playlist presents Dale Play. When it comes to what we listen to every day, no matter what's new, so often we revisit the nostalgia of those undeniable classics. Prince Royce admits to doing the same. That's why on his latest bilingual album, Interno, he's giving listeners a futuristic take on the past. Our Stephanie Ramos met with the Bronx-born singer in his old neighborhood to talk about how his roots inspired this latest chapter, what he's calling a passing of the torch.
If I would have been raised somewhere else, I don't know if I'd be the same musically or as a person.
Before he was a bachata idol, before becoming one of the best-selling Latin acts of all time, before he wore the crown, Prince Royce was just a boy from New York.
I used to record in the studio nearby here, so it's a good place.
Yeah.
Good place to get chimichurri, good place to get chopped cheese. There's a great pizza spot around here as well.
The Bronx-born Dominican artist is tapping into that feeling of nostalgia with a new album that puts a spin on iconic songs, Eterno. The multi-platinum award-winning singer staying true to his roots with bachata-themed covers, like his latest single, a twist on the Bee Gees classic, How Deep Is Your Love?
Then it's me you need to show. How deep is your love?
He gave us a preview of the album during his Premio Lo Nuestro performance of Dancing in the Moonlight. The songs intertwining Spanish and English lyrics, meeting the spirit of the sound with fresh instrumentation and Prince Royce's signature smooth voice, like on the Backstreet Boys hit, I Want It That Way.
Si dices that I want it that way.
But first, keeping true to the theme of Eterno, Royce takes us on a trip down memory lane, and it leads us uptown.
Steph.
Hi. Nice
cool.
to see you.
Good to see you again.
How you doing?
been?
Good.
You had a chopped cheese before, right?
Never. We're
You're
going to talk
lying.
about that. No.
You're from New York? You never had a chopped cheese?
I knew you were going to have it for me.
You never had a chopped cheese? Yo, she said she never had a chopped cheese before.
I knew he was going to get on me for that. You can judge the chopped cheese.
I got a question, Steph.
Yeah,
You've been in a deli before, right?
I grew up in the
That was
deli.
a joke. That was a joke.
Yes.
Amigos, saludos. Estamos aquí grabando una cosa para... Dice que nunca probaron un chopped cheese ella. So hagan un chopped cheese normal como lo hacen con todo, pero this is her first time chopped cheeses.
But you know what? What's in the chopped cheese? It's just bread, lettuce,
what's in the chopped cheese? Usually carne molida, right? Se dice carne molida.
Okay,
So dos chopped cheese on a roll. En un roll, sí. Let's have a bite right here.
Okay. Vamos a ver.
Sergio, agárrame aquí, Sergio.
Chopped cheese. I'm doing it.
Chopped cheese. It's gonna be oof.
That's pretty good.
Come on, rate it 1 to 10. Come on, tell them how much. Rate it 1 to 10.
I would say it's like a 9.5.
Jeffrey Royce Rojas, known by his stage name Prince Royce, first exploded onto the scene in 2010 with his debut album. His single, Corazón Sin Cara, became a smash hit, now with almost 450 million streams on Spotify alone. He says this was always the goal.
I went to a writing school called Bronx Academy of Letters in the Bronx. I was the first graduating class. And so it was always something that interested me, like, you know, creating stories, writing songs, writing poems, and that's kind of how it started.
You focused on bachata early on. What made you do that? What was the influence there to focus on bachata?
You know, grow up in New York, and just very Dominican culture. I would go every summer, or almost every summer, to DR. And I thought that I could bring something new to the table and kind of bring New York vibes to it.
That debut, just the launching pad for what Prince Royce's career would become. 15 Latin Grammy nominations, 25 Billboard Latin Music Awards, and Eterno is his 8th studio album. Let's talk about this new album, Eterno, which is a conceptual album that really takes listeners on this nostalgic journey of classic songs. So these are cover songs by Stevie Wonder, the Bee Gees. You're singing My Girl with a bachata mix to it. I don't think I've ever heard anything like that.
Well, when I first started, I had done a Spanglish version of Stand By Me, and that was really my first ever single that really got me known in the Latin community, and I never did it again since then.
Just as long as you stand by me.
And I think it's a way of uniting two worlds. I said this the other day, I feel like I'm 200%, 100% Latino, 100% American, and I'm able to bring these songs in that era of a time where I felt music was, you know, so timeless, and that's why I gave it that title, Eterno, which means eternal. As an artist, that's like the kind of music you want to put out, like songs that you feel could go through generations and can last a lifetime.
I love how you explain that. You've felt like you're 200%.
200%.
I think so many of us Latinos who were born here, born in the U.S., but to immigrant parents feel that way. We're part of two worlds, two different cultures. So to mesh both together, I think it's brilliant. I loved hearing My Girl, My Girl, My Girl, and then
okay.
Dude, I sing.
Okay, I feel you. We're in Patterson Projects, Bronx, New York, 143rd Avenue. This is where I grew up. I went to school back here as well. But yeah.
And here you are.
Yeah.
So this is something that's changed.
That's
here
definitely
in
changed,
this
yes. This definitely
neighborhood.
wasn't here when I was growing up.
How does it feel to have these memories, to grow up in this area and notice that a lot of things are exactly the same, but then to see your picture up there being honored?
I think it's a beautiful thing. I think this to me is a bigger, it's like a bigger honor than an award for me, for example. Because I feel like, you know, it's something that, you know, is my community, is where I'm from. So it's really what made me who I am today and what kind of gave me the drive to do music, you know? I think it's just a blessing. I'm honored that I'm able to represent a little bit where I'm from. I'm representing my culture, definitely bachata too, like representing the culture for Dominican Republic, and I feel blessed that I've been able to do that. Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie. Energy, creativity, and a one-of-a-kind blend of synths and rhythms. Over the last 2 decades, Bomba Estéreo has emerged as one of the most influential and unique tropical bands out there. I spent a weekend with Bomba vocalist Linsey Davis to talk about the evolution of their sound and what comes next. From the heart of Colombia to the global stage, they've electrified dance floors, broken genre boundaries, and sparked a sonic revolution. This is the vibrant world of Bomba Estéreo. Led by the magnetic voice of Linsey Davis and the visionary production of Simon Mejia, Bomba Estéreo has become a global ambassador of Latin alternative music, unapologetically original and fiercely rooted in culture.
I'm from the Sierra Nevada of Santa Marta, what is like a sacred place in Colombia. It's an indigenous territory. I feel like the roots is what you can show to the world and make you different.
For Linsey Davis, better known as Lee, there's nothing quite like home and being connected to her roots.
You cannot escape to your roots, to your family. You know, it's like something that happened for Latinos for a long time, you know. more in this country. We're like super orgullosos and más ahora.
Lee bringing those roots and rhythms of tropics into her latest project. A musical collaboration between the members of Bomba Estéreo and Rawayana is As Tropical, with instant hits like Me Pasa. We were there for the last leg of their U.S. tour at the landmark stage of the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. Your aura is just so magnetic and glowing. Is that everything that you brought to this new project?
Yes. This is everything that I bring to everything that I do. For me, life is a ritual. So everything that I do is basically a ritual.
What began as an underground experiment in Bogotá's indie scene in 2005 has grown into one of the most influential musical forces in Latin America.
I grew up with folk music, like Yo Arroyo, a bunch of cantadoras de cumbia, Petrona Martinez, Totola Momposina, and in the other side I listen a lot of Radiohead, Massive Attack, Portishead, Daft Punk, and a lot of the electronic music.
That clash of tradition and innovation is part of Bomba Estéreo's signature sound. I love the influences that I hear. I hear the reggae, I hear the Afro beats, I hear the cumbia, I hear so many different parts of the world. You talked about your music being a psychedelic, conscious perreo. Explain that for people that don't understand what a psychedelic perreo is.
Psychedelic, so it's like a crazy conscience, because it's conscience, it's the message. And perreo, because you can dance.
Their early releases like Estalla en Fuego put them on the global radar. In 2015, Bomba's album Amanecer brought them international acclaim. The hit Soy Yo went viral.
Soy yo.
More than a song, it became a cultural anthem of identity, pride, and self-love.
Have a really deep impact in the Latin community in the United States.
Yes. But did you intend or did you think the message was going to grow and have the wave that it still does today?
Yeah, I didn't know. It was everything perfect. So people really get impacted with this message.
In 2021, Deja brought a more introspective energy. The album earned them their third Grammy nomination and cemented their status as genre visionaries. In 2022, Bomba Estéreo reached an entirely new audience, teaming up with global superstar Bad Bunny on the heartfelt ballad Ojitos Lindos from his record-breaking album Un Verano Sin Ti.
Igual que todos tus besitos y solo mírame.
When I do this collaboration, I feel free, and it made me feel like, oh my God, I can do whatever I want. I do with someone with a reggaeton or whatever, and I can do my stuff and be me.
The song became a global smash, charting across the world, racking up over 1.7 billion streams. Before hitting the stage, Lee took us through what she calls a grounding ritual of her own. That starts with pulling some tarot cards.
Ay, no he aprendido a hacer esto.
And esto lo haces before every show or after every show?
Sí.
Oh, wow. ¿Qué significa? What does it mean? Deep intuition, healing energy, gentle, wise with experience. That was so good. Thank you. And at the Hollywood Bowl, hit after hit, Lee took the stage delivering a performance that had everyone on their feet. And no, not only for her music, but her style. While in LA, Lee recharged. Her favorite way, one fabulous thrifted find at a time.
Oh my God, those are so cute. So cute.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I'm a star to buy stuff.
Okay.
One purchase down, many to go.
Okay.
Help me understand how you even start picking things.
My eyes is really trained,
Okay.
entrenado.
Lee brings her connection to her roots, the environment, and nature, not only to her music, but also through her fashion.
I saw a bag. I saw.
A form of self-expression, colorful and joyful, she's Bomba Estereo's vibrant core.
I'm gonna kill it with this.
Mira.
Wow, mira estos vestidos. I mean, you have the best things.
We want this one.
Mira esto, me va
No,
a
ese es beautiful. After 18-pack shows across North America this spring and summer, Lee says she's ready for more.
For the next album, I'm so excited because I'm doing something for me really excited.
Some big collaborations I hear about too.
Many different collaborations.
Okay.
Spiritual collaborations, everything. So I'm so excited for that.
A big collaboration with one of Latin America's most recognized artists is coming soon. But for Lee, it's all about uplifting people's spirits. De Colombia pa'l mundo, through the power of music.
I think with a good message, I can change many things. But you have to be in my center. When I'm in my center, that's the right place to be.
His star is only rising, and this Mexican-American star is making history while he's at it. Coming up, how Iván Cornejo is making an impact on current música mexicana. This is the Playlist Presents Dale Play. He's a figure at the forefront of contemporary Mexican music, blending sad sireno and indie rock for a one-of-a-kind sound. Iván Cornejo is reaching new heights thanks to his third studio album, Mirada, and his blockbuster accompanying tour. Our Melissa Adan sat down with the young star ahead of a major show at the Kia Forum earlier this year to talk about his passion for music, introspective songwriting, and his special connection with his fans.
Quietly becoming one of the most powerful voices in música mexicana, 21-year-old Iván Cornejo is redefining what the genre sounds like and who it's for, striking a chord with fans on both sides of the border.
That was always my goal and, my dream, to make music that connects with people and heals people.
But long before his 10.3 million monthly Spotify listeners, before he sold more than 355,000 tickets, and well before his post-breakup anthem, ¿Dónde estás?, became a soundtrack for self-discovery. Iván was a kid in California, forging his talent at a young age. We sat down with him ahead of a major show at the Kia Forum.
You were about, 7 years old when you learned how to play the guitar? And I read that you learned how to play the guitar on YouTube?
I started at 7 and I don't know, it was fun for me. And I think I just, started doing tutorials and learning, and I got the hang of it very quickly, so it came to me naturally. My parents would support me so much, and I think that was what really pushed me to keep doing it. And eventually my dad would give me he'll give me $10 if I learned one of his favorite songs. Trying to get in the zone.
And for Iván, the magic often came in the moments unseen to others, when he put pen to paper, working on lyrics that would eventually connect to his audience.
I started songwriting around 13, 14 years old. It was once I started doing TikToks and I really knew I wanted to be an artist, and I would see a lot of comments on my TikToks when I would just sing covers of fans saying when are you gonna make music, or you should make music. It's they knew, even though all I did was sing covers.
That same passion Iván discovered as he began his sonic journey still echoes through his emotional ballads, bleeding through tracks like Baby Please.
Your songs are vulnerable. You talk about love, heartbreak, what's next, and relationships, loss. That's a serious topic.
My fans already are vulnerable, and anyone who listens to sad music is vulnerable, and I feel like they really connect with that and with the lyrics.
Growing up, his influences span generations and genres, with one foot in Southern California and the other in Mexican tradition. Ivan's bicultural background shaped the artist he is now.
Johnny Cash was a big inspiration at such a young age.
That is
just
so cool.
Interesting because he's such a folky artist, and like older people normally listen to him, but I don't know. My brother is the one who put me on, and I look up to my brother. I remember my mom listening to Juan Gabriel, and looking back now, I remember I wasn't the biggest fan of our parents' music taste up until I started growing up, until I was like 16, where you start listening to the lyrics and you start listening to the music, and it really is deep, and it just started to resonate with me, and I feel like you could hear it in the music. I'm very proud to represent both sides of me.
Ivan's genre-bending style and sound has captivated fans across the globe. His third studio album, Mirada, earning him over 1 billion streams worldwide. He is part of a much larger movement that is resonating far beyond his fan base. The entire Música Mexicana genre is gaining global momentum, with 21.9 billion on-demand audio streams recorded, up 49.5% year over year. That's outpacing Afrobeats and K-pop.
No, I mean, it's beautiful that the music has been growing so much throughout the years, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it and to be a part of the journey.
And that connection Ivan has forged with fans who feel seen through his music echoes through packed venues and sold-out shows. Ivan most recently making history as the youngest Música Mexicana artist to headline Radio City Music Hall 2 nights in a row.
You're from Riverside, you're a Southern California boy. When you performed at the Roxy Theater, it was 500 people?
500 people, yeah.
Is it now coming here to the Kia Forum in your community and seeing the stage and the crowd you're performing to?
It's very surreal to look back and just remember doing, the 500 caps, and it was just so different now, but it's a beautiful difference.
And here at the Kia Forum, some excited fans got the opportunity to meet Ivan, a moment that meant so much to these twins.
This is a gift to her. She just became cancer-free, and this is one of her favorite artists that got her through her journey.
His impact is felt, and the respect he has earned hints at the legacy he is already building.
And Ivan, you think of yourself, okay, you're 21 now, in a decade you'll be in your 30s, and in more decades, when you're in your 50s. What is it that you want your legacy to be?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I think my legacy is to change music and to be remembered as an artist who went past the boundaries and, pushed limits through sound and through the music. It's so much happening all at once, and it's just, you gotta live in the moment and just really appreciate everything.
Thank you, Melissa. Their art is changing the very landscape of the music industry, ensuring culture is at the forefront. As we celebrate heritage and community this month and all months, I'm Roxy Diaz. Thank you for watching. The Playlist presents Dale Play.